I don't want to say a struggling natural, because even though I've been on my natural journey 14 years, sometimes you just run into some brick walls. So if you know someone who is natural, that is looking for support, who is looking for community, who is looking for inspiration, who needs to figure out like, what should I be doing to my hair, bring them to this live. Bring them to this page, because there's a lot of information that's going to go on this page. Bring them to this page, but tag them in this live so they can jump in on the conversation. Okay. All right. So, welcome to main chat. Let me get my notes out so I can make sure I stay on task. I just said that. So, welcome to main chat. You guys could be doing a lot of things right now, but you are here live streaming with me on Facebook. So, I'm going to introduce myself. Yes, let me introduce myself first. I got my stuff all out of order, y'all. See, I ain't even prepared. So, my name is Coach Trell. And I have been a natural I'm going into 14 years. The last time that I was chemically relaxed was 2009. In 2010, I cut it all off, and I have been chemical, creamy crack free, going on 14 years. I am a mom of 3. I am from Jacksonville, Florida, but I currently live 45 minutes west of Jacksonville, but I am a Florida native, Duval to the day I die. I am a wife of 10 years. We'll be celebrating 11 years in May. I am a curl mixer, and a lot of you know me as Coach Trell because of the curl mix community. So I became a curl mixer back in July of 2022. That was when I made my first purchase of curl mix, and then I joined the first master class in August of 2022. And there's a story behind that, but long story short is I bought the products for my daughter, and I end up using them, and I have been wearing wash and goes for the last 2 years, like consistently for 2 years. But I've been in the curl mix community going on 3 years this August. So that is how all of this kind of came about. In February of 2023, I coached my first masterclass within the curl mix community. So I would lead a 21-day class coaching new curl mixers, in between curl mixers, the OG curl mixers, on how to master their curls with the curl mix 4-step wash and go system, all while showing them different techniques and tools and things that I use for my hair. So that is kind of what introduced me to the title of Curl Coach. So my curl mixers and the curl mix community embedded me with the title Curl Coach. And so I have coached 5 master classes, I believe, from 2023 up until 2024. So I am looking forward to seeing what 2025 have in store for coaching in the master classes. But so with all of that being said, I am not a cosmetologist, I am not a professional stylist, I am just your curl coach. I have a curl specialist that I am partnered with. That is who does my maintenance trims. That is who I consult when my hair is doing things that it should not be doing, or that I think may be out of the norm. And so I will talk about partnering with a stylist because you need them on your team. This whole thing that we're going to be talking about is all about teamwork and also taking ownership of our crown. So with that being said, over these course of years since being in the Kermit's community and coaching, it really developed my passion. Give me 1 second. I'm getting over a cold flu, and I got a little drainage, and I don't want to wipe my nose in the camera, so I'm gonna step away. Yes. So, it really revamped my, I want to say revamp. It made me realize that I had a passion for hair. Earlier in my life, I realized that I was doing hair, from braiding, sew-ins, the big 90s updos that we used to wear. Yes, I did a couple of those. And I've always wanted a hair salon, but I didn't want to be the stylist. Like, I wanted to be a stylist, but not style, but like own the business. So coaching and all of that kind of, it, woke that side of me up, and it really made me develop this passion for helping naturals learn their hair and master their curls while in the master class. And so I have been pondering and praying, and I am presenting to you just one part of this, which is main chat live streams that will be taking place right now here on Facebook Live. We will be doing this weekly on Wednesdays, and we will talk all things natural hair. We'll learn together, we'll laugh together, we will share information and tips about how do we care for our hair. And so I want to give you guys what the mission of main chat is. So there's a reasoning behind this. So main chat is here to empower you with tips, tricks, and truth in embracing and caring for our natural hair. Whether you are a newbie, a seasoned natural, or you are somewhere in between, we hope that you find inspiration and education and even a little laughter along the way. I don't consider myself to be a comedian, but sometimes I do be having some nice little cute jokes. But yes, so I'm going to check the comments to make sure I didn't miss anything. And if you do put something in the comment, hi Miss Simone, if you do put a question in the comment and I do not catch it before the live is over, I will definitely answer your question on the next live. So that is one part that I am presenting as Coach Trell. So in the midst of coming live with you all, sharing education, sharing tips, engaging with the community, and just bouncing ideas off each other, a part of my mission and my goal is to help naturals in their journey that are struggling to, rather it's style your hair, learn your hair, what products maybe you should be using for what particular style, just to really coach you on your journey and to ensure and encourage you to remember that this is your crown and that everything that we're talking about and sharing, it's up to you to decide what pieces apply and what does not apply. But that is going to be the main topic of tonight's conversation. But I want to introduce you all to the platform. And so this is the main chat. We'll have our live conversations. We'll do live washes. I've been going live with my washes. But I'll also be offering coaching services to those that need that one-on-one, that hands-on experience or tutorial or demonstration for you to have the best results of your hairstyle, whatever that may be. And so that part of Coach Trell is called P.A.C.E Curly Coaching. So that is the sister to Main Chat. And at P.A.C.E Curly Coaching, and you've probably seen that on my bio for my Coach Trell Curls page. At P.A.C.E Curly Coaching, we are here to embrace you on your journey of your natural curly hair with patience, acceptance, consistency, and education. Our mission is to empower individuals to celebrate their unique curls by fostering confidence, self-love through personalized guidance and unwavering support. So that is our mission here at P.A.C.E Curly Coaching. When I was trying to figure out what can I name this, I thought about the principles that I applied to my journey. And my journey, my natural true journey, I've been natural for 14 years, but the accepting of my hair, learning my hair, styling my hair, and wearing my hair consistently started 2 years ago. And the things that got me through that and that I share with others is you have to be patient. We can't rush the process. We can't rush our hair. We can't rush anything. So being patient, being accepted of your crown, how it looks, how it grows day to day from throughout this entire journey. Accepting that even when there's some not so good results or outcomes, accepting it, figuring out how we're going to roll with it, and keep moving. And then being consistent. We have to be, if you want whatever your goal is, whether it's length, whether it's definition, whether it's volume, whether it's hydration, or you just want healthy, thriving hair, it's going to take consistency. You can't do something for 30 days and expect like tremendous outstanding results. Like, think about when you work out. Like, you don't work out for 30 days and you see like drastic changes. You see small changes, and that's going to be the same in your hair journey. And then most importantly is the education. We can do all the things that we're going to do to our hair, but if we're not educated, and when I say educated, also unlearning a lot of the things that we were told and taught or think about our hair. So it all starts with us. And so that is how I came up with the title for my coaching services, which is P.A.C.E Curly Coaching. Patience, acceptance, consistency, and education. So that is my intro for tonight. I gave you guys the welcome to Main Chat, what we'll be doing and discussing here on this platform, and then as well as the coaching side for those that need that one-on-one personalized guidance and support on your journey. So yes, all right, so we're making good time. So first things first, let's see how we're going to start this off. So here at Main Chat, we're going to talk crowns. We're going to talk our hair. And I want this tonight, the biggest takeaway that thank you, Miss Simone. So the biggest takeaway that I want you all to take away tonight, because we are going to set a foundation for how we think about our hair, how we view our hair, how we talk about our hair, and how we care for it. And so the first thing that I need us all to take away is we are our own hair advocates. When we go to the salon, when we're talking to our barber, when we're talking to whomever, like, you are your biggest advocate for your hair. You are in your hair, especially if you have a relationship with your hair. You're in your hair more than probably anybody that touches your head. If you haven't developed that relationship with your hair quite yet, we'll get there. But you should know your hair better than anyone. So you are your hair's advocate. You have to stand up for it. You have to be the voice for it. And it all starts with you. So with that being said, here are some things that helped me that I am sharing with you all. And a lot of you all, if you've been in my master classes, then you've heard me say this before. If you have not been in the Curl Mix master classes, I encourage you to check them out. They are free. The master classes that Curl Mix offer, they are a 21-day master class where you get a live coach as myself who goes in the shower that actually teaches you how to master those curls. So a lot of that information that I've shared there, I am sharing here, but I can be more in depth and really spend a certain amount of time on certain conversations because we have longer than 21 days together. Yay! All right, so first thing first is you should know your hair better than anyone. We kind of just talked about it. Like, you go to the salon, something's not right. Like, you can tell your stylist, like, look, this is what I've been experiencing. This is my issue. And you guys come up on a solution together. But you have to advocate for your hair. In order to advocate for your hair, you and your hair must have a relationship. So, before I changed the name of this page, my crown, this page was called Sunflower and Little Daisy. And I know a lot of people's like, where did that come from? That is the name of our crowns. In the Curl Mixes community, I don't know how it came about. I was strolling through the page. I saw people talking about naming their hair and the message and the inspiration and the meaning behind it. And I was like, I want in on that. And honestly, my husband is the one who came up with the name for my hair. So me and Sunflower have a relationship. Everything that I am sharing with you when I talk about hair or experience are things that me and Sunflower have been through together. So having a relationship with your hair, you don't have to go out and name your hair. You don't have to be that extra if you don't want to. But if you choose to, that is your business. But just know that you and your crown should have a relationship. Take a sip of water. If you need help getting to know your hair, when we say get to know your hair, we're talking about our density, we're talking about our porosity, we're talking about our elasticity, we're talking about our curl structure, we're talking about our surface texture, our curl patterns, we're talking about all of those things that you know your hair, your climate and how your hair changes based off the climate that you are in, your stress levels, your medications, your diet, all of those things play a part when we talk about our hair. And so I am no scientist. I am no chemist. I'm not I know it all natural hair coach. I am sharing things that all the stuff that I share with you all, you can Google. All of this information is already out there. I'm not bringing you nothing that I've spent years studying. Like, all of this information is resources that's already out there. I'm just collectively bringing them and putting them in one compact resource for area where we can always go back and reference. So if you need help getting to know your hair or what that looks like, then send me a message and we'll chat. What else do we need to know? We need to speak up loudly again about our concerns. We are our hair's advocate, just as we are the advocate for our bodies. How many times have we went to the doctor and we was like, I'm having this sharp pain headache. It's been going on for this amount of time. The doctor kind of be like, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Try this. You've done all those things and it's still not working. And you go back to the doctor. You're like, hey, this is the problem. And if they're not going to address it, then you're going to find a second opinion and go to someone that's going to listen to you. So that's the same way we have to be the advocate and speak up for ourselves. We also have to speak up for our hair. Somebody added up. Oh. All right. What else do I have on the list? Can I help you, sir?
Do you know where my library book is at?
I do not know your library book at, but I'm on a live right now, and we could talk about your library book in a little while. But I told you to put in your book bag this morning. All right. Again, Do what works for your hair. I will never tell you what not to do to your hair because that is your hair. It is your choice. I will tell you what I will or will not do for sunflower, and I'll offer you my opinion and my advice. Oh, thank you, Janelle, for sharing the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, share the live. Tag someone that you know could benefit from this platform. But I will not tell you what not to do for your hair. Even when we talk about how much product to use, what to use, what not to use, I will give you suggestions and recommendations, but I will never say don't do this or don't do that, because at the end of the day, it's your hair, it's your crown, and if that's what you want to do for your hair, then I'm going 100% support you. Give me 1 second. Excuse me. I am draining from recovering from the flu last week, so please forgive me. I wish I had some sanitizer up here somewhere. So yes, do what works for your hair. There is no one size fit all when it comes to caring for our hair. In the curl mix community, there are thousands of women. We all have similar types of hair. We all share a similar routine. We're all using a combination of the same products from the same brand, but we all do something totally different to our hair. And that is the same mindset and message that I want you all to take away, is do what works for your hair. If you are not a gel person, you don't have to use gel, because Coach Trell used gel. If you're someone that likes to air dry, that is your prerogative. I'll tell you the pros and the cons of air drying, but at the end of the day, it's your decision, and I'm going to support it. You know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but the message is there's no one size fit all, and I want you to do what works for your crown individually, and we're going to share. That's how we really learn what works and what doesn't work, because when we do something different, we share it and be like, hey, look, I did this, and then somebody else will be like, oh, I'm gonna try it, and then we figure out if it works for them or not. What else? But there is no one size fit all. There are basic principles when it comes to caring for your natural hair, and that is, for one, washing it. Not washing it once a month. The most 14 days. That's like every other week. You know, that's pushing it. But wash your hair. When you wash your hair with shampoo, you want to use a conditioner. So you want to go in and condition the hair. So you put all of those emollients and lipids and all of those things that our hair needs to nourish and thrive back in there. I'm a deep conditioner. I'm an advocate for deep conditioning, especially if you have dry hair. You're trying to get it hydrated. You're trying to get it, soft and fluffy. Deep conditioning will help with that, especially if you're using the right type of conditioner. Moisturizing your hair, leave-ins, curl creams, if you want to do your oils, your butters, your serums, whatever that is that you need to replenish your hair to lock those emollients from the conditioner and the water in your hair, you're going to need a sealant. So moisturizer, leave-in, curl cream, you're going to need those. And then you may or may not need a gel depending on your style. If you want to wash and go, you could do gel or mousse or whatever that is that works for you. But those are the basic principles when it comes to caring for your hair. And then you have those extravagant spa days when you're doing like the protein treatment, or you're doing the bonding treatment, or you're doing like the ultimate deep conditioning, like the hot, like there's levels to your hair routine. But when we talk about the basics, cleanse, condition, moisturize, style, repeat in 7 to 10 days. Those are just the basic principles. What else? I already said I will offer my opinion in relation to what I may or may not do for my hair, but I won't ever tell you like what not to do. I'm going to let you make that call. I'm just here to coach you and point you in a healthier direction for your hair. Take what works and apply, trash what doesn't work, and sometimes you may even revisit something that you thought did not work in the very beginning, because as your hair go through the different stages depending on where you are. Something that may not work, or a style you did not like, or maybe a product you use did not fit well or work well at that particular time. And then you try it again 6 months later and you're like, oh my God, this is like the best thing since sliced bread. So, just some little takeaways. Healthy hair grows from a healthy scalp. Yes, ma'am. Clean it. You said that. A healthy hair grows from a healthy scalp. And so, speaking of healthy hair, healthy scalp, that is going to be the very first real in-depth education forum that we have, which is going to be next week, is we're going to talk about healthy scalps. Healthy hair starts from a healthy scalp, and we'll go into all things healthy scalp. But today, I wanted to introduce you all to main chat. I wanted to welcome you. I want you guys to feel inspired. I want you all to feel encouraged, and I want you to feel supported throughout your journey, again, no matter where you are. I wanted to introduce you all to P.A.C.E Curly Coaching. I'm really excited about it. It really has been a long time in the making, like putting it out there. The thought has been there since the end of 2023, and I began to work on it as far as like structuring it, what the vision, what the mission, the goals, what I wanted to accomplish with doing it. And I got overwhelmed. I'm an overthinker. I put a lot of thought into things that I really want to present to the world or present to people. Like, I don't believe in just like half doing. And sometimes that can be your hindrance. And it did hinder me. And I said, I'm going to take a break. And that break turned into like 8 months. And I kid you not, I was talking to my therapist and we were talking about her hair. And she was just sharing, what she's going with her natural hair. And just me being Coach Trell, just started sharing hair tips, education. And she was like, you should be doing this. Like, you know how many people that you can help and would appreciate your support. Excuse me, y'all. And I was like, I actually started working on doing that. And she was like, y'all should have seen the look. She was like, you know what? We finna get this out there. And if it does not go anywhere, it's because it's your fault. If it don't take off, it's because of you. It's not because you didn't have the plan, you didn't have the vision, you didn't have the objectives. Like, it's not any of those things. And so when was that? October? Maybe September, October. That is when me and her had that conversation. And I've been doing little small things. And I thought about one of my curl friends when I decided that I wanted to be a curl coach with Curl Mix. I was nervous. I was scared because you got to put yourself out there, do these live streams with literally thousands of people watching. And when I put it out there, like I wanted to do it, and one comment stuck out of like hundreds. And everybody was like, go for it. You can do it. We'll support you. We're so proud of you. All of those encouraging things. And it was one comment that stuck out. And I really literally in the last few weeks went through all of those comments to find out exactly what her name was. And it was Lakeisha Tinsley. And she does follow this page. And she's going to hear this. I've already shared this with her. But she told me to do it scared. And literally every time I go live, rather in my community, the Curl Mix community, or on the Curl Mix page doing my ambassador washes, I'm literally doing it scared. And so I lived by that as I was going through this process and putting myself out there. I was like, I'm going to do it scared. And so here we are on main chat. So that's kind of the history and the story behind me doing this. So yes, for those wanting to work with you, what is the best way to contact you? So right now, the best way is to message me. I am working on my website, and I told y'all, like, I like to have things all orchestrated and, in a sense, perfect before I put it out there. But I do have a website. I am still revamping and adding things to it where you'll be able to book on the site in the weeks to come. But for right now, you can message me on this page, Coach Trell Curls, and I will respond to your message within 24 hours. I'm usually really quick about responding, but just depend on what that day looks like. But I definitely will respond as soon as I can. But that is the best way. Thank you, Janelle, for asking. Hi, Miss Victoria. So, do anyone have any questions for me? For some reason, I thought that was going to go on a lot longer than what I anticipated. But that's not bad, because I wanted to make sure that I cover everything. Yep. So I just want to make sure that I cover everything. So we got that out the way. Whew. So what y'all got going on? And this is a wash and go. When did I wash my hair? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is a 3-day wash and go on my new haircut. And this was the first time that I styled my hair since it's been in this cut. And I'm not going to say it was challenging, but I definitely got to organize myself because I was not organized. But I did have a different style in mind. So, let me make sure that I didn't miss nothing in the comments. So, yes, please feel free to share this live. Oh, we got 3 shares. Okay, thank you guys for sharing. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing on this Wednesday night? And so this will be a weekly rotation. So every week we'll be talking all things natural hair. And again, starting off, we're just talking about setting the foundation. In order for you to build on anything, you have to have a foundation. And you can't learn your hair, take care of your hair, have healthy, thriving, hydrated hair if you don't have a foundation. And our foundation is our scalp. Well, the foundation is our mindset. Loving our hair, speaking positivity over our hair, speaking positivity over ourselves. The outcome. Sometimes when you do your hair, it's not going to turn out in the way that you want it, but not being negative of your hair, having hair envy or curl envy or anything like that. That's where it starts. Like, that is literally your foundation, because depending on where you are in your journey. Thank you, babe. Y'all, I haven't eaten all day. My husband just brought me some food, so y'all see me stuffing my face. Listen, we're comfortable. We're comfortable because if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Like, that's the one thing. If we ever all get together for whatever reason, we do like a little curl kickback or something, Coach Trell need food. Do not invite me nowhere if we're not gonna have no food. Point blank, period. Like, I ain't showing up. So I got to eat. We got food. Coach Trell is in the building. But our mindset, that is literally the foundation, because on this journey, depending on where you are, you may not have some good hairstyle days. Some days your style you want it to last 5 days, and it may only last 2. How you think about it and your mindset and your attitude towards it is going to determine the success of your journey. So it starts here. So that is the first foundation. So that's why I wanted everyone to understand the takeaway that this is your crown. You have to embrace, well, I ain't gonna say you have to. We want you to embrace it. Like, we want you to feel free. I feel so free being in my natural hair. It is so freeing. Like, over the 14 years that I've been natural, 12 of them I stayed in braids, wigs, sew-ins, not really sew-ins, quick weaves, braids, plaits. Yeah, that was what my natural hair system looked like. It was just so much stuff I did not know that I should have been doing, even while being natural in braids. We'll talk about all of those things. Like, if I don't want to get too in depth tonight, because there's conversations centered around week to week, and a lot of these will spill over into each other. But tonight was just the welcoming, the introduction. Put a face with a name. Again, this page has really grown since my birthday, which was January 13th. And one of the things that I wrote on my Facebook page for my birthday was I wanted my followers, my friends, my family to share this page with their followers. And from that, I got a lot of followers and I don't want to say subscribers, but a lot of followers to this page. And so a lot of people don't know me. So I want to introduce myself, kind of give you, a little history about Coach Trell, where she come from. Like, I ain't just spinning off the block. I've been around, but most people don't believe that I'm an introvert in real life. So when I say come in front of this camera and speaking, it's like, every time. And you see me do lives. I've done quite a few lives on this page by itself. So I said, but I'm here. I'm doing it scared. We're doing it scared together. So I appreciate you all joining the live. I didn't see any questions in the comments other than how to contact me. And right now, the best way to contact me is through this page, through Messenger. Just send me a message and I will respond back. But we'll have better contacting situations in the weeks to come. But I don't want that to be the reason why I continue to sit on this. Because when I tell you I didn't even have a launch date, like, one of my homework assignments was to make a list of all the things that, like, to run a business plan, logo, marketing, all of those things, And a lot of the stuff I had, because remember I told y'all I started literally, me and my sister Rashawn, I don't even know if she's still on here, but she was on a live. Me and her worked together like in February of 2024 on this. And I had it all. And so my therapist was like, I need you to make a checklist. And I was just marking stuff off. And when it said like launch date or release date, like, I never had nothing right there, because I was like, I don't know when. If it's up to me, I would have still been sitting on it, because I was like, my website not together. So how you gonna start a business, or how you gonna be promoting stuff and you don't even have a website together? Okay, so that's just my little spiel. But we are here, and I'm excited. Thank you, Miss Victoria. I'm excited. And I've actually had a few people already reach out. I actually shared a video of Miss Wanda. I'm pretty sure she'll probably watch this replay. But she reached out and she needed some help with styling her wash and go. And, we started off with messaging. And I was like, well, do this, do that. And, one thing led to another. And I was helping her. And her hair looks amazing. She did an amazing job. So that is what my services is to you all. I just want to help you guys have healthy hair, whether you're styling it, washing it, twisting it, whatever it is, any way that I can help. And if I don't know the answer or I can't help, we'll find somebody who does. You never know. You never know who may be joining me on these lives, what profession, what expertise. You just never know, So that is my spiel for tonight. I didn't see any questions. I know that a lot of people are going to come back and watch the replay, so I will definitely be checking the comments over the next week. I would say, how can you be prepared for main chat? Open mind. bring probably some notebook paper, or maybe you want to be on your phone taking some notes, because there's a lot of information that's going to be shared. And again, some stuff you may know, some stuff you may not know. We have to remember that not everyone knows the basics. With being a sub, see, that's another thing, how God just worked all this thing out. You could have never told me I would have been a sub, but I've been a sub since August, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. But even in all of that, you can't assume that everyone knows the basics. So I would be wrong if I were to come on here and be like, okay, so this is what we just jumping into this, and be like, well, I'm having a problem, like, because you'll be surprised, like, when I'm doing my live washes in the master class, comments or people feedback, like, I didn't know how to properly wash my hair. Like, I didn't know that I shouldn't be going all wild and crazy all over the place. That I should be washing my hair in a gentle rhythm. You'll be surprised. So when I say we're starting from the basics, we're starting from the basics. So we are 45 minutes in. I am doing good. My goal is not to keep you longer than an hour. But tonight we was getting acquainted. So yes, that is it. I'm gonna check a few things before I sign off. But all right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think I see no gentleman on here, but I know my husband said that he was going to jump on my live. So I don't know if he's in the comments or he's viewing. But I just want to thank you all for this opportunity. I want to thank y'all for joining me on this Wednesday night. I will see y'all next Wednesday, probably around the same time. Like, I've been going back and forth about the times. I know that Wednesday around this time in our master classes, they're on pause right now, but I want to make sure that I don't intervene in that schedule, because I know a lot of us are curl mixers and we still do attend the master classes. Even though I'm a curl coach, I still go to the master classes, even though I teach them. You can always learn something. Like, that's why your journey is a marathon and not a sprint, is because you're continuously learning and evolving, and your hair is changing, and you learn something from other people who may be where you're trying to go in your journey. So I wanted to make sure that these lives does not intervene with our Wednesday check-ins that'll be starting back up in March. Then we also be having Curl Mix Ambassador lives going on the Curl Mix page, so I want to make sure I don't intervene with those. And then I'm thinking about sometime maybe doing them Wednesday around lunchtime between like 12 and 2. Then that's going to depend on what my work schedule looks like. So Wednesdays you can definitely lock in, but just stay make sure you have your notifications on, your reminders, because that's how we'll know the exact time. But Wednesdays for sure, either 8 Eastern time, because that's the time zone I'm on. A lot of us, I know I have curl friends from all over. So Central time, which would be 7, and then Pacific, which would be 5. But we'll definitely be here on Wednesdays. Just stay tuned for the exact date or the exact time, but I'll let you know that in advance. But that is my spiel for tonight. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. I hope you guys stay blessed. I hope that you are excited for these conversations as I am. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the page. Unfortunately, this is not a page that like you guys can post on. Like, I am working on like starting like a community page where you can actually post and we can really engage in one. But there's so many visions and plans that I have, but we're taking it one step at a time. one step at a time. So Miss Debbie says she appreciates this. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm excited. I'm glad that you guys could join. Miss Simone. Miss Simone jump on all my lives. I appreciate you, Miss Simone. I think you said you in California. We're gonna have to get together. We're gonna have to get together. Cause you're always supporting this on my page. Like since the very first live, you were there through the whole, and that was a long live, and you were there. And continues March will be my 27th masterclass. You know, Miss Victoria, I don't even know what masterclass I'm on anymore, to be honest. Like, I lost count. If you're on your 27th, then I'm in my 30 something. Yeah, I've lost count. Like, and there's curl mixers that started when it first jumped off, which was in January of 2022. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the very first masterclass, January of 2022, because I started August of 2022. But thank you, Miss Robin. We are just getting started. Yes, we are just getting started. We're like, when I tell y'all, like, my brain be overthinking. Like, I've been up so many nights thinking about ideas, topics, all of this. Like, I've literally been working on this for a while, and y'all, we'll talk every time we probably talk. Y'all gonna get to know more about how all of this came about, because I'm literally jumping off the porch scared right now, y'all. But yes, and you still journal. Are you using the Crown Chronicles app? We're going to have to get Janelle on one of these lives so she can talk to us and tell us about Crown Chronicles and see if there's any new features, any new updates, anything that's new with the app, and introduce it to the ladies and maybe gentlemen, families that don't know that there is a digital hair journaling app that will capture all of your hair glories in one app, and it's free. So yeah, Janelle, we're gonna have to get together and bring you on and, you know, talk all things Crown Chronicles and how we can incorporate that with our wash routines. I used to watch Kim Lewis when she did the wash and goes at her home. Yeah, wash day Wednesdays. Wednesday seems to be like the perfect day to do lives. But yes, so I'm excited. I will see you guys. I know for sure I'll be live next Wednesday. Of course, I'll be washing my hair again before then, but I probably will not be going live because I got to figure out how to get organized with my hair. Like, this is a new journey. This new cut is a new journey for me, and how to style my hair. I know what to do. My styling technique is going to change because my haircut has changed. So we got to get reacquainted, but we're going to do that this weekend. No, I've been using a journalist. Hey, whatever works. I'm a writer. Like, I have this notebook that has like all of my main chat, P.A.C.E Curly Coaching notes in here. And I've typed a lot of it up. I've emailed it to myself. But as you can see, my notes for today, I hand wrote them. I'm a writer. If I don't write it, it won't click. So that's just me. But I done said bye to y'all like 3 times already. We made good time. We kept it under an hour. So we'll see what next week looks like. So make sure you say you do have it. But so just make sure you have your notifications on. Share the live. The replay will be available. And I am about to eat because my food is getting cold. We had some steak, which I don't eat a lot of beef, but I try to switch it up for the kids every now and then. Beef, mashed potatoes, and sweet corn. Yay, that's tonight's dinner. All right, guys. And plus, I need to blow my nose because I feel like I'm draining. All right, guys. I will see you all on next week. I will be posting throughout and all of those good things. I have a notebook similar to that. Yeah, this just came from the the dollar store. I think it's a dollar store, but you know, just a regular little notebook with some binder dividers in it. And see, that's my logo for P.A.C.E Curly Coaching. So yes, all right guys, good night. I will talk to you all soon.